Welcome back to another live and another day, another live, another stream. I'm saying that like constant. Hopefully, um, everyone's day has went well. It was good on this Thursday today. My day was pretty good. All I did today was I relaxed at home. I was actually gonna do the things I had to do, but I got busy with other things, so I got interrupted by that. But it's not a big deal for a little while. Um, but yeah, and then also my mom and I went to a thrift store um, around here just to do some shopping and poke around. But yeah, it was really cool. Um, so, um, yeah, but anyway, if anyone on here is new, welcome. And if you are a returning guest who's been here before, welcome back. And also, that goes for mods. Welcome back. Um, yeah. We're just chilling, y'all. Also, feel free to hit the like button as you're coming in here to help with reviews, help with views, but also help with the YouTube algorithm showing that y'all are loving the content you're seeing and y'all love coming here. Let's keep showing all those stats going up. We want the YouTube knowing that our information status is going where it's supposed to be and not this way, which is down. That's just not how we do it here. Um but yeah. So yeah, we're just chilling up, y'all. So yeah, but anyway though, right now we're just relaxed at the moment. So this is a great opportunity. This is a really good opportunity for y'all to ask questions. It can be anything really. There's nothing specific. Just all I recommend about that is don't ask anything inappropriate. I don't allow inappropriate things on here or stupidity on here or negativity stuff on here. I just don't. That can go out the window for real because this is a negativity free zone here. Like, this is not a negativity free zone on my lives or my channel. Like, everywhere on my channel is not a negativity free zone. This is a positivity free zone. So if you are a good person and you were positive 24/7 without changing your mind one bit, you're welcome here. But if you are gonna come on here and let me sit up for a second. But if somebody's gonna come on here and start something, either A, you can leave quickly, or me or one of my mods will kindly kick you out. Because I especially don't tolerate it. I just don't tolerate people with disrespect like that. And plus, a lot of my mods know this. Like, they have known me since either since I started streaming, or just like maybe a few months back. But hey Mel, how are you doing? It's been a minute. But yeah. Sorry, my point was like, y'all, oh my gosh, like y'all crazy as looking. But anyway, yeah, we're just chilling though, y'all. I'll pull my jacket sleeves up, so give me a second. But yeah. Let's see. Let me pin this real quick now so everyone sees it when they get in here. There we go. Alright. But yeah, you guys, we're just hanging out. So like I said, look at the pinned comment below with all of our information. Because, you know, it's good to have a little bit of details in between. But yeah, we're just hanging out though, y'all. So like I said, feel free to ask questions. It can be anything, just like I said, all I recommend with that is don't ask anything stupid or inappropriate. Or don't ask questions that maybe I don't feel comfortable answering, or maybe if you're asking somebody in the chat a question, don't ask them something that they might not be appropriate with, like they don't feel comfortable with answering, you know, just for their safety and my safety, everyone on here, you know. What did I want for... Oh, that's cool. Basically what I ate for dinner was seasoned fries and a corn dog. Y'all, those are so good. Which they're like the mom. Which was made by air fryer. Just so good. That's pretty cool though. Anywho. And also just to give a lot of you guys just the updates here too. AJ's been doing really well. We actually talked on the phone off FaceTime like we would do today around like 5:30, which went well, like it always does. It always goes well. And y'all, let me just say, y'all, he even got a haircut today. I think it was like he showed me it today, but sometime today he got a haircut. So he showed, because he showed me on the call, because I even kind of noticed it too, and then he pointed it out, and I'm like, what crazy. But y'all, he looked so freaking hot, but also looked so good at the same time. So I can't wait. Oh, crazy. But yeah, he looks so good though, y'all. And y'all, probably for me, I'm really thinking in a couple weeks, maybe, like somewhere in between that window, because like we're only like 2.5 more weeks until he's out here, and so either maybe around that same week or the week before, I might have my mom trim my bangs, because a couple parts of them are getting to that point where they're touching my brows, and probably all at that point they're gonna end up looking chaotic, you know. And it's about to be that time anyway where they're due for it. And also, that just means to just trim them a few inches and also thin them out so they don't look super thick and crazy. Which, y'all, that's what I love to do with my bangs, is to cut them like you would do and then just thin them out with thinners. Oh, y'all, for people who have bangs and you never have done that, I recommend it, because your bangs aren't gonna feel so heavy, for starters, and number two, they're not gonna look super thick even when you get done getting them all fixed up, you know. Like, for reference, I've got thick hair in general, and so I just don't, you know, it's just the front will look. I mean, y'all, like I told you guys, I've had bangs since childhood, but I brought them back when I was like in middle school, technically, like somewhere middle school years. And so just for me, it's important to trim them at least every month or two. But for me though, it's kind of monthly though, honestly. of when these get trimmed, because they grow like crazy, which that's what they all do. So, um, yeah, hang on, y'all. But yeah, so, hang on. Sorry, I was just fixing a couple things, but now we're actually seeing pretty good. But, yeah, so basically that's what I just do is about at least every month or two when needed. That's what I trim. That's really the only area I like that I cut wise in my hair. I mean, occasionally, yes, my hair, but that's really when I know it's like needed. But my bangs are kind of more frequent out of my hair because they grow faster, y'all. Trust me, they do. So I'll try to have my mom at some point when it gets closer, or even a week before, or anywhere that week of. So that way they look good and not wild. And y'all, one of these days when it's like, at some point when I get the time to, I also need to retouch up on my old hair color I had, which was violet, which is basically purple I had at the time. There's some of it's still there, but not like all of it. But I just need to retouch it up because what's funny, y'all, was when we bought the hair dye stuff, we bought four boxes off Amazon because, y'all, for me having thick hair, who knows if I'm gonna need all four or two. Because that's the thing. When you have thick hair, you never know if you're gonna need 4 or 2 or even more of it just to cover everything. Luckily, when I did it for the first time, we actually only ended up having to use 2. Thank goodness. So that was helpful. So for right now, I actually have those last 2, and that's perfect because let's say pretty soon if I want to update it, then I can actually have 2 boxes in front of me that I can do off the bat. But honestly, that's probably my favorite color I have dyed my hair, honestly, because it was really cute and it wasn't too chaotic as well. And plus, it was still in that dark hue that I've been doing a lot recently. But yeah. Anyway, and I actually, when I first dyed it, y'all, it was kind of around 4th of July, almost timeline. Yeah, like basically it was like the week or 2 before 4th of July that I did that. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And what's kind of neat with this violet is in different lighting perspectives, it's different. Like and there's gonna be one specific lighting where it's violet showing, next set of lighting it's showing purple, next it's showing pink at one point a little bit, and then next point it's showing red, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. So yeah, either if it's like medium lighting, light lighting, or even or darker lighting, it's so different. Yeah, y'all, it's a lot different for me. Let's see. The last time I've seen him, I know he did come on to the last live before I had to do a reset, which it was chaotic on that one. But yeah, he was on my last live right before I had to reset it, and so that was wild. But it was because for some reason my life decided to, for some crazy reason, kick me off. Well, not kick me off, but just act up. And so I had to kind of reset it. And so, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe he's busy. Who knows what he's up to? Because, a lot of us are doing something out there, It's not just, we all can, there's some of us that can make it out here, y'all, and then there's some of us that have things we're doing, even if, like, y'all, I'm thankful that I don't really have stuff I gotta do, because, y'all, it's only 9:51 my time right now, and so I actually get to chill and all that, and I don't have to worry about a chaos schedule whatsoever, not till the next day. But yeah, because it's only like 9:52 my time right now for me. Anyway, right. What am I doing this weekend? That's a good question. Saturday, I'm not quite sure. I know for a fact Sunday I'm gonna go to church. After not being there this past week, because I was still recovering from I was still trying to recover from my leg pain that I had since Friday, but thankfully that's been done with, I think, since yesterday. Thank goodness for that. But yeah. But basically, though, the reason why, like I said, is because of my leg pain. But the thing was, y'all, I couldn't really do much. Like, I could walk location to location, but it would be difficult to walk to and from, or just to do simple things like sitting, squatting, standing, bending over to, like, for example, if I had to grab something, it would hurt. Or if I was trying to sit in a chair in my bed, or stand up in general, it would hurt. Or even kind of just walking itself would hurt. And also, I was not about to risk me wearing heels on top of that, making that a little bit crazier. And I'm somebody, if I'm not feeling good, or if pain like that is going on, I'm not risking it. I'm taking that day off to pause and not overdo it than it has to be. But yeah. And so yeah. So I've got church Sunday, which hopefully goes well, which it will. And plus and the best part though too is at my church they do post their church sermons on here, so that's the best part. Is, so let's say if I have to miss church like last week, like this past week, then I could always rewatch what they talked about, and that way I wouldn't be too concerned, like, or else I wouldn't be going to one of my friends going, hey, what did y'all talk about last week? Because that would be me in general, like, not just church-wise. Like, when I was in school and I was out for a certain amount of days, I would be questioning that a lot, too. Just because, I did hate myself when, not like hate myself, but I hated, though, whenever I was out, either due to me being sick, or, like, let's say if a family emergency popped up or anything close to that, and I came back like a few days after and all that, and I'd be like, okay, what did y'all do in this class here, or what were y'all talking about this day, because I need to get caught up to y'all, because that that's one thing with me, is trying to get caught up, because y'all, I was the student who never wanted to be behind on anything, you know? And that's the one crazy stress you would want to have to put up with, especially when you got back. And so, even with church, for example, I'm glad that they have, I'm actually glad that they have that, where they post their sermons weekly. So that way, if I was out or anyone from church was out, they can always get caught up, and not have to stress over it, because we can't control, we basically cannot control us being there all the time. We want to be there frequently to the best we can, but if there's times where we're sick, or we're having to deal with the family emergency, or if something happens, you can't always control that off the bat. But we always can't control that immediate. So the only things we can do about it, y'all, is like I said, my church thankfully does post their sermons weekly. And so for me, all I can do is watch that sermon from that Sunday to get caught up. And I also have my current Bible study book too, so I can even get caught up on what they talked about in Bible study that Sunday too, because for that certain study that we're doing, right now we just got started. Right now we're basically studying in the book of Deuteronomy now. We just got through studying over Numbers, which is pretty cool. And so I think we just got started, I think last week or the week before we got started in that. But so but also anyway, continuing, even I did kind of hate the fact that I did have to miss a Sunday, but also I kind of hated the fact that I didn't get to really wear any of my new jewelry I bought recently too, so that kind of sucked. But luckily this week I get to. So oh yeah, I can probably show you guys actually, so give me a second. Hey, I'm gonna turn this on real quick. But yeah. Okay, cool. You're all good. There, Belle. Fixing to turn this inner lamp off, since it's officially 10 o'clock over here. And like I told you guys before, this lamp now is finally done for the day. Like I said, it's from the hours from the moment I wake up till now, or unless if I'm out of the house or something, that lamp is on. But if I'm out of the house, going to run errands or church, anything like that, it's off and then back on when I come back. And so, and this lamp, y'all, I did show you guys, but I'm gonna show it again, just so that I might forgot. But Mind the trash right there, y'all. But that's the lamp that I bought recently off Walmart. Like off Walmart.com. And I actually love it, y'all. Because, what's funny is, like, a lot of you can think, how does the on switch work? Y'all, I just touch the base. Like, I just touch that base. Like the stand, like the base where it stands on. Like, anywhere. From, like, the base to, like, the stem of it. So, an example, this doesn't have it, but this is an example. So on that lamp, I can go here, 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 or here if I want. Like, I can touch really anywhere. And it's a 3 setting. It's a 3 setting lighting lamp. So I can have the lamp on low, medium, or highlight. Like, I can have the lighting on low to high if I want. Like, right now this is on the high setting, and I actually like it on the high setting. I've not really done it on the low or the medium, really, because I haven't felt like I needed to. But I actually like this lamp better than the old one that I had through Amazon. I mean, y'all don't get me wrong. Amazon's got good stuff, but certain things after ages they just get screwed for good. Like, they just screw themselves up really well. But yeah. So anyway, so I'll show you guys the jewelry I got too. So, well, I have a nether necklace in here too, but we had to order a crab clip. I think that's what it's called. I think it's like a hook, which is like a crab claw clasp. That's what it is. To hook one of them on, because the other one didn't come with one because it was very old. But so this necklace here is it kind of shows black and gold from the dark perspective, but it's more like a super dark navy and gold. And then this is a gold. This is this really cute gold necklace with a few other colors right here, like green and a few others. This is one of those double. This is one of those like double. Like, this is one of those, like, it's not, y'all, this one is one of those like double necklaces where it's a 2-in-1 connected. But y'all, I love this. And what's funny is when I saw this at the place, it was like, in the lighting perspective, it was almost like black, but then looking at it from like certain lighting angles, it's like a grayish black tint, which is so cool. And then as well, this is also a double one too, but with flowers. It's really cool is this one's got like flowers on it, which that's where the double one comes into place. And then this one was also really cute too, which, it's one to focus bad. Oh, sorry, focus wants to be very stupid on me. But basically it says live your life on it, and it's actually from American Eagle. Like, on the back it says it, apparently. And then I'm gonna come in here and show you a couple others. So, right here, this is another one too. This is the one that I had my mom ordered a crab clasp, which is basically a hook that you hook any kind of like jewelry ending to. But I guess that this didn't somehow come with a clasp ending, so we ordered one off Amazon, and then but basically it's hot pink though. But I will show you guys this again. When it has the clasp on it. And then over here, not this. Move this all the way. This hot pink. Here we go. Yeah, this hot pink double one, which I bought that like last time I went, which was like last week. And then this silver longer necklace, but I can also shorten it if I liked, which is really cool. Oh, I can kind of see it across if you connect it. And then in the back it's like this silver, gold, and copper necklace too. But yeah, it's really cute. But yeah, so but yeah, they're all so cute though. So coming up, for example, a lot of those will be really good coming up for church, and I'm gonna have a whole lot of good selections to pick out of. Cause like out of all of those all look really good with like a lot of like my church outfits that I wear to service, but also a couple of those would do really well, especially when I'm working with the kids, because I've told you guys I worked with the kids department for over like 8 years, like basically 8 years, but I just got back up and starting it back up so that way we can have it hit our 9-year mark sometime next year. But yeah, so yeah, anyway, yeah, so yeah, pretty crazy. So yeah, but basically though, I am very excited to start wearing those coming up. But yeah, basically how the kids work at my church that I go to is I do them monthly. So there will be a certain Sunday every month that I will get scheduled to do them. And the thing is, I'm a part of my church ministries group chat, which is basically the children's ministry. But yeah, at my church, the children's ministry there, they all have a group chat we're all in on GroupMe, and in that chat is we get alerts from from things like certain events that has to do with the kids, or we also get texted on not all Sundays, but certain Sundays we'll get texted schedules a certain Sundays, like that certain Sunday schedule, if they know who's doing who on that day. So for example, there's going to be a Sunday where we'll get a text saying that that it will say the month and date on it. It'll say Sunday, the month it is, and then the date of that Sunday. And it will tell you who's working in which department. So, as an example, there can be times where I get texted from that group saying, okay, here's a certain Sunday of this following date. Nursery, like it'll list it from nursery, pre-K, and children's church, aka like that's from like kindergarten all the way up to 5th for reference. And then they'll put up a couple of people of that group chat who's doing that. And let me say this, not everybody from that group chat does it, alright? It's probably I think it's anywhere from like 2 or 3 people that get listed each section. So let's say there's a Sunday where I'm doing it, and then let's say so there's an examples like there's I'll get text on a little before Sunday saying that I'm being scheduled on that Sunday, the date of, to come to do the kids, and then someone else would be with me, and then in other groups, these are a couple other people are doing these next age groups, all the stuff. So you'll get like probably 1 or 2 people doing nursery. You'll get also 1 or 2 people doing pre-K, and then either 1 or 2 or 3, I don't know, it's usually 1 or 2 people that are doing kids church. So yeah, that's basically how the group chat works for my church. Is we get updates like that. So this way we can be up to date on anything that we need to know of coming up that might be required, or that we just need to be aware of that's coming up, and to be ready for it. So, and I already told one of the children directors there that works, she's technically the nursery director for the nursery side, but she also kind of tag teams with the children's manager with the children's ministry that works for the kids side of it, and so so they kind of both tag team, and so and I've already told the person who kind of puts out the schedules in the group chat. I was telling her, hey, just to let you know, I'm gonna be having my boyfriend coming out here on the 23rd. I'm actually I told her that, hey, I'm bringing my boyfriend to service on the 23rd, so can you make sure that I'm anywhere but the 23rd, because right now I've not been scheduled yet, but y'all, the thing is too, when I'm doing the kids, the Sundays are not always accurate. Like each month it's not always accurate, so you're not always gonna be that same week of each month. Like there's gonna be a month where you're the last Sunday of the month, then maybe the following month you're gonna be like the second to third week of the month, or following month you might be the first week of the month, all over, or you'll just be scattered all over for that month, so basically that's what is happening, but So, yeah. So, yeah. So that's honestly how that schedule works. But it's fun though, yo. I love doing it, and I've done it for 8 years, and I'm experienced. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So, it's only 10:16 right now, y'all. Trying to think what else I know right now in terms of things. Oh wait, I do need to update my whiteboard date information, so that way it's not showing the wrong day of the week and date tomorrow. Because I'd rather not that happen than it just say all that information. So give me a second to do that. Yes, am I being looking like I'm tomorrow the 7th? That's crazy. Alright, Friday the 7th is up. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I was putting up all of that information, but y'all, that's also important to have because, what if you forgot to mark your calendar that night and you forgot what day it is? Look at the whiteboard with all the proper information. But, anywho, yeah. So that's basically, what that is. But yeah, like I said though, y'all, we're just hanging out. So if anyone is hopefully gonna come back in here pretty soon, feel free to stop by and say hey. And hopefully y'all are doing well. Hopefully everyone is staying safe out there. Because y'all, our world is hectic these days. Like it is. It's just crazy with people not making good decisions. But also, y'all, I will give you guys a fit check. Jacket, Tractor Supply. Okay, just so everyone knows, this is the pajama dress version. By the way, this is the pajama dress version. Pajama set from Joyspun. Actually, no, hang on. Hold up, excuse me. This is actually from Amazon, but the shirt, shorts, and the shirt and pants version are all Joyspun. I just realized that. Just really cute. And I love this. So honestly, y'all, once this begins to either have a hole in it or it gets too small, I will have to get another set through there. Which, y'all, I love these sets how they're very comfy to wear. But yeah, so anyway, I don't know if we're gonna have any others coming in here. But here's what I'm gonna do. I will give it about a couple minutes to see if anyone else shows up or comes back. And if not, then I will end it. But if someone, no, if somebody comes in here, then we're gonna continue. So honestly, I'll probably give it probably till maybe 10:23, 10:24. So anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes, just to see if we get anyone on here by then. So yeah. Hold. I also need to put this back on the charger to let it finish charging at some point. Which right now it's stable enough where it can kind of hold it. But my throat. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're just chilling out, y'all. But yeah, so my throat's killing me. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, if anyone's new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber who's been here before, welcome back. Also, feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you guys can be the first ones alert. Y'all can be the first ones that get alerts and updates from when I go live, or even when I post stuff. Like last night, I posted like 2 things last night. Yeah, it was like last night I posted a couple things just because I felt like it, which I need to get back to. I mean, y'all, I do post on here, but it's like, it's not always daily. It's like maybe every few days to every couple weeks. But that's really more when I come up with something, y'all. Hang on, let me fix this pillow. So give me just a moment to. But anyway, y'all, I think I'm gonna get off live because I don't think anyone else is showing up. But I will next be live on Saturday next, so I will see you guys back then.